on the E-way. 922 call, I do a down, she using eBay. OTF, I use it each way.
OTF, HETF with new lay. I used to ride the 4, the ops was on the 2 tray. Don't call my phone no more, you not my boo thing. Don't call my phone no more, I'm having mood swings. Riding with that, that's my goonie. I be in my zone, I'm in my 2-3. I used to thought I was loopy. It's me and rockin' dirt, too deep. And yeah, we come in peace, don't want no drama. But when it come to defense, we got. And when they come to, they don't know low-key, yeah, I'm a roster. Paddock on my wrist, that's a bust down. All I know is get it up from uptown. Left from stuck down. Only because I'm up now. Only because I'm up.
Thanks for... Joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. Well, it was the Indiana Pacers in their last game, a loss to the Clippers. And it's the Warriors to start out. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. But it's tough to wear down either team in this matchup because of their depth.
And, Kevin, you've got to give both front offices a ton of credit. I mean, you've got to find guys and try to be economical about it, and they need to be able to play important minutes for you. It's a little more art than science, and kudos to both of these front offices.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. After the missed three from Tyrese Maxey. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball. You jump ball.
And here are the Warriors now. And now the fast break. Edwards. Whoa!
Big time. Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Sabonis. And it's Pippen in the corner. Over Edwards. And Pippen gets it to go.
The thing about Pippen's jumper is that he gets good elevation and extension on it, making it hard to contest it.
Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity. And, man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career. And now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter. Pippen wasting no time firing off that pass there.
Here's Maxey. 6 to shoot. Down low. Tries again. And he sinks the layup. Maxey's got his second bucket of the night.
That's where Maxey's at his best. He wants to get the ball inside.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Poke loose. And now Maxey pushing it up, and no one back there to stop him.
Terrific two-way play from Maxey.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Sweet move, and it's good on the way in.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now, here's Maxey. He has 6. Barnes outside. Here's Bowen. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Picked by Randall to the inside. And he slams it down right on top of Michael Porter.
You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
These Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Boy, really good vision, very unselfish. That's why you run offense through Scottie Pippen.
Pass to Bowen. There's a screen by Porter. On the wing, Porter. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to ball, too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it, too. So I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David.
Anthony Melton.
There's 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. Count it. Good. Maxi's got 8.
Maxey working around the contact that time. Nice work.
Pippen a screen. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Jones has it in the corner. And it's Jones finishing it off.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Pacers
19.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
And it's quickly in the corner. Randall with the block.
Well, you can't go up weak against Randall, otherwise he's going to block it.
Jacks up a 3. And Sabonis with a 3. Sabonis has got the lead up to 7 now for the Pacers.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Pass to Melton. To the middle. And Jones with the stuff.
The ability to play the one makes Melton valuable. He finds teammates when they're in good position.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses from close range. Here's Golden State now, trailing by 5. Clark outside, and Jones slams it in.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Pass to Sabonis. Fires for 3. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pacers leading by 6. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in the game. In the corner, it's Melton. And the 3 ball is good. The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big, as strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw fouls.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Maxey. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Maxey makes things happen with his hard work and determination as a scorer.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line?
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
This is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
A floater. Maxey, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Barnes grabs the miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Edwards. It's rebounded by Sabonis. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Pacers leading by 6. Mitchell is doubled. And it's Kispert in the corner. Here's Nesmith. Knocks down the 3-ball.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And Clark, as we watch Aaron Nesmith, he was such a great shooter in college, and it took him a while to find his stroke in the NBA.
And you know what, Kevin? Nothing really surprising about that. Most players struggle to find their game in the NBA, to find their role in the NBA. But Nesmith, he's found his rhythm and his role, and he clearly is dangerous from behind the arc.
Good on the three-point shot.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Melton. Back to Edwards. Edwards with confidence.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
The kick out to Williams. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. The muscle from Edwards.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Mitchell is doubled. Back to Nesmith. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Quickly. Here's the floater. Kept alive. Pass to Melton. Here's Porter. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Pacers leading by 5. And here's Pippen. Pippen is doubled. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Money from the wing. And that's now 18 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Maxey. Nobody near Barnes. That 3 off the mark.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And the Warriors with possession here. 7-point differential. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That's the first of 6 played on the road. Picked by Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20 points.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Here's Maxey. Outside Edwards. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Edwards got 9.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
Inside. Here's Pippen.
Pippen's so creative at drawing fouls. Just baits the defenders into fouling him so he can get to the line.
Indiana's shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. Warriors trail by 8. Special K, you've seen Tyrese Halliburton a lot. He's as good as anyone in this league offensively. What does he do best?
I think his best basketball attribute is probably his passing, his vision, the way he can set other people up. But the intangible that makes him, he's a Pied Piper. He is a galvanizer. Guys love being around his energy and the way he plays. So not only does he play with great confidence, I think he infuses in his teammates a joy and a confidence that lifts them up too. Tell you what, Bowen has excellent touch from deep. He's a menace on defense, the typical and ideal 3-and-D guy.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Williams. Pippen outside. 4 on the clock. Over quickly. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
To the paint. Golden State moving the ball around. Oh, Edwards!
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Edwards. Williams with the block. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Outside for Pippen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good D by Barnes. Warriors trailed by 3. Here's Bowen. He has 6. Over in the corner, Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammate, he's getting a rock every time.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
So both teams changing it up here. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. We've got 1:08 left in the third. Hits it from three-point range.
Hey, we've seen Maxey take the big jump. Now he's one of the game's best scorers.
Picked by Randall. Just 4 to shoot. It's up a 3. Sabonis, no good.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Basket counts.
The defense could not keep up with Barnes on that drive. He just took it right to him.
There's the pick. Here's Randall. No good, unable to end this run. Warriors leading by 4. On the wing quickly. Scoreless thus far. Outside Maxey. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Maxey hits them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
That will count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And it's Maxey with the ball for the Warriors. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thanks, David. Screen by Sabonis. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 8. Outside, Porter. Maxey on the wing. There's a screen by Porter. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pacers trailed by 8. Releases. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 24 points.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
It's Edwards on the wing. A steal. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And Edwards with the stuff.
Hey, we use the term explosive a lot, but Edwards, this guy is explosive times 3.
Screen by Sabonis. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it goes down 2 points. He's got 26.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks guys don't last minutes, they last days.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Back to Sabonis. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Randall. The shot, no good. Good D by Barnes. And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
Warriors leading by 8. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Maxey's got 11 points here in just the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Barnes grabs the miss.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Pippen outside. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Outside Maxey. The kick out to Barnes. To the middle. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points in the quarter.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Pass to Maxey. High, arcing shot. It's rebounded by Indiana. .58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Castle. Outside Portis. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Good D by Barnes. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Well, certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over. And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Pass to Edwards. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
First team foul.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing it.